There's nothing to see here. Looking into the screen, it's blank. Use your imagination to see what you may see. Open your heart, open your mind, and together we may
enter.
Hey, Captain Jesus, can you take me for a ride? Hey, Captain Jesus, can you take me for a ride? There has to be a better place. There has to be a better place than right here.
right here and now is gone. Only these precious moments together is all we have. Is it that important that you sit and listen to what I have to say, babbling on in Babylon?
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Yes, we are all.
We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life.
If you are oppressed by Satan and persecuted, and you do his, the Father's will, I say that he will love you and make you equal with me. Do you not know that you have yet to be abused and to be accused unjustly, and have yet to be shut up in prison and condemned unlawfully, and crucified without reason and buried shamefully, as I was myself?
Life's greatest questions have always been, who am I? Where did I come from? Why am I here? Where am I going? You are about to see and hear one of the most significant messages given to us from God.
Please access another experience. Please access another experience.
Please access another experience.
Access granted. Opening chambers.
You may have noticed that I'm not all there myself.
Don't worry. I won't hurt you. I only want you to have some fun.
Watch out, here I come.
Here comes the G. Here comes a real G.
Get ready or not. Here we go.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, Wait a minute, man. Hey, check this out, man. Tell it. It was this blind man, right? It was this blind man, right?
I can see what's happening.
What?
And they don't have a clue.
Who?
More action. More excitement. More everything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Across space,
Step right up and step off the train.
the land before time.
Welcome to America.
so many times since this morning, you see.
I do not see. Explain yourself.
Bourgeois Naysay Indigenika Anishinaabe Minawa Kevin Richard Shores Indigenika Jaganashi Moog Makwadin Dundame Minawa Nindo Gichida Aki Minawa Gawa Babi Gani Kagan Dunji Ba Minawa Moorhead Minnesota Nugumin Day Chi Mi Gwich Gichimanadu Gani Kana. Hello and hi, it is me, Naysay, in homage to my Anishinaabe Paleo-American heritage, Kevin Richard Shores by the Dominant Society, the birth name that I was given as my mother gave birth, as I came through my mother and gave birthing at the dock tours in a hospital where I had to have a certificate of birth. And what's the first thing they do with children when they're born most of the time in hospitals? They blacken our souls with ink and give a little footprint on our birth certificate. From the cradle to the grave, are we enslaved by the dominant society in the preconditioning of America? The system is what it was. Are you contributing to it? Are you trying to make sure that it's rolling smoothly? What are you doing? Me? Am I doing what am I doing?
Searching for something, something never comes, never leads to nothing, nothing satisfies, but I'm getting close.
Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn, burn, burn.
I'm so glad you came to me. I've been through it all myself, you see. Your reality is already half video hallucination. If you're not careful, it will become total hallucination. You'll have to learn to live in a very strange new world. I had a brain tumor, and I had visions. I believe the visions caused the tumor and not the reverse.
The feeling of something going on.
Why don't you just take your time and try to explain this whole thing from the beginning? Right, it's 1990. Hold on, everybody. Here it comes.
I am dying.
Me, myself, and I.
crazy.
Of course not. Of course not. You want to escape, right? That's very sane. That's very sane.
There's something wrong with the world today. I don't know what it is. Something's wrong with our eyes.
This is a recording.
Please, try to understand what I'm saying. It will be easier for you that way. We're things with no memory, no knowledge of what went before, no understanding of what is now, no knowledge of what will come.
How long have you been here?
It's part of the mystery, too. We don't know nothing. At least I don't. You got any ideas?
No idea at all.
Then don't fight it. Live it or live with it. Know what I mean?
Whoever left us here must have a plan. How long will we be here until the next phase?
Now, that's a very good question. The best question of all. But, alas, no one has the answer.
You mean you don't?
Who else is there? We've discussed it and discussed it like a proper committee, and we're no further along than we were at the beginning. Talk, and more talk. So I ask you, man to man, clown to officer, what's the point?
The battle for the mind of North America will be fought in the video arena. The Videodrome. The television screen is the retina of the mind's eye. Therefore, the television screen is part of the physical structure of the brain. Therefore, whatever appears on the television screen emerges as raw experience for those who watch it. Therefore, television is reality, and reality is less than television.
From the days of Lyndon B. Johnson to those of George W. Bush, there has been talk of America turning fascist. Most people, this author included, dismiss this as radical rhetoric. Unfortunately, as shall be seen, this might not be so far from the truth. The Germans were defeated in World War II, but not the Nazis. They were simply forced to move. They scattered to the four corners of the world. Many of them came to the United States and penetrated what President Dwight D. Eisenhower termed the military-industrial complex.
Someone somewhere may hear my words and understand.
What does it mean to be human?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Pity and forgive me for not doing enough for universe. We're on a shore road. Reign of Terror.
Hey, do you know why I laugh? Well, I'll tell you.
The world is under attack at this very moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're floating in space.
This country is now under the control of secret society members who are self-avowed globalists. They do not want nation states. They do not want sovereign boundaries. They want a borderless world of nothing but free trade zones, okay? And that's why, and once you understand who these people are, what they want, and what their game plan is, it all falls into place. But otherwise, you're out there squabbling about liberal and conservative and Republican and Democrat and this, that, and the other thing, and you're distracted, and you're divided, and these people are pushing their agenda right on through.
The Rise of the Fourth Reich. The Secret Societies That Threaten to Take Over America. By Jim Mars.
Stop this ill-conceived lunacy.
April 13, 1953, he officially set Project MK Ultra into motion. The project's broadest goal was to influence human behavior. Under its umbrella were 149 sub-projects, many involving research that used unwitting participants.
Monstro.
'Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna give it back to you.
Electromagnetic pulse weapon. If these are the only fatalities, they must be people susceptible to electronic interference.
This could be a really positive experience for you guys.
We have questions that need answering.
Mr. President.
We want information. Information.
The humans. The stupid, vicious, spiteful, evil humans.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you do.
We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, to promote the general welfare, and hence... Oh, is it broken?
I want somebody to share the rest of my life.
Do you see it? Is it everywhere?
Wait until the war is over, and we're both a little older. The unknown soldier.
soldier? No, goddammit, I'm a soldier. With the career goal of all soldiers, I want to stay alive in situations where it ain't all that easy to do. But you, my friend, you're a death lover.
Why did this come about?
There's no easy answer. You're never gonna get these people to see themselves as they really are.
In 2002, the Russians, who experimented with both psychic and mind-altering technologies as far back as the 1970s, expressed their concern with HAARP. A complaint letter from the Russian State Duma to President Vladimir Putin stated that HAARP was influencing near-Earth atmosphere with high-frequency radio waves. The significance of this qualitative leap in science could be compared to the transition from cold steel to firearms, or from conventional weapons to nuclear weapons. This new type of weapon differs from previous types in that the near-Earth medium becomes at once an object of direct influence, stated the letter. Despite this objection, no discernible action has been taken by the United States, and the HAARP system continues to operate.
If you're not outraged, you're not paying attention.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop.
The beat. Follow the beat.
I've seen the flash of tears, conspiring with the reef to sink our ship. Goodbye to you, my trusted friend.
The television screen has become the retina of the mind's eye.
Yes.
That's why I refuse to appear on television, except on television.
I am here if you need, if you want.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
We're all in it together.
All the little life forms upon this little earth, multiplying, dying, and returning to rebirth. All the little children growing up in space, adding little stories to the history of this race here on Earth.
See the reflection of the light in each and every one of us.
What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you?
It's not your fault.
All the Bible is telling you is that every 2,150 years, the sun moves into a new constellation in the heavens, and this is why in Revelation it says that war broke out in heaven. There was a great war in heaven. That's right. The war between the powers of Pisces that has dominated the world and the coming age of Aquarius, when the two constellations are battling for dominance over the world at the equator. So there's a war in heaven, Star Wars. And consequently, there's coming a new world order. And that new world order is based on the constellations of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. This is in the Bible. This is...
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the...
You don't say. But that is why we must know more.
I know everything. I just have terrible recall.
The fascist globalists, in addition to making unconscionable profits from tobacco and dangerous drugs, such as aspartame, may be promoting a program of population reduction. As previously noted, Third Reich Nazis, as well as their prominent American business partners, were greatly interested in the field of eugenics, the study of scientifically applied genetic selection to maintain and improve ideal human characteristics, which grew to include birth and population control.
Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb?
What happens now? Josh asked.
Do you know what else to do when a caravan arrives? Don't do it!
That won't help now.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't think that you're seeing straight. I think you need your glasses. You might just walk right into the door, and I'd rather you walk out of the door.
It is possible that the United States is indeed becoming the Fourth Reich, the continuation of a philosophy of National Socialism thought to have been vanquished more than half a century ago. Such a concept may seem absurd to those who cannot see past the rose-colored spin, hype, and disinformation poured out daily by the corporate mass media, most of which is owned by the same families and corporations that supported the Nazis before World War II.
We live in overstimulated times. We crave stimulation for its own sake. We gorge ourselves on it.
We've also tracked your social media activity.
I don't have any social media.
Deleting your account doesn't erase it.
But they all do sort of the same thing, and that is rearrange what you thought was real. And they remind you of the beauty of very simple things. You forget, because you're so busy going from A to Z, that there's 24 letters in between.
Besides, there wasn't any time. But it was too late.
Without love, pain, I can't get enough pain. I like it rough, 'cause I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all.
I think the time has come in this country. I think things, have gotten so bad. I think they're going to get worse. I think we should close down the comedy clubs and open up stand-up tragedy clubs.
Your power is a weak old man.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
They can't stop us, let them try!
What are you going to do?
A hunger strike? A fast for clarity?
I
I don't mind stealing bread from the mouth of decadence. But I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled.
In fact, the first thing we'll do is... I don't know if that's a good idea. In fact, the first thing we'll do is close our eyes. I don't know if that's a good idea. I've just had a thought.
I've been thinking for hours about all this.
Am I unfortunate or fortunate to have the precious moments and ponder my existence? Because I am I at this precious moment, 100% service-connected, disabled, Paleo-American, veteran, blind, crippled up in a wheelchair due to experimental inoculations I received while in the United States Navy. And because of that situation, my financial needs are taken care of because of my disability benefits given to me because of what has happened through the causation of my choices as a young adult. Joining the military because of the influences of the... Have I said too much? Or should I continue? The influences of the social conditioning that I have been instructed to do this, that, and the other throughout my whole existence of living from the cradle to the grave. We find ourselves enslaved. At our birth, they know our worth. In our lifetime, we will be consuming how much money for the benefit of who? For me, for you, universe? Are we cursed because we were born where we were born, where our mother decided to allow us to come through them into this existence? In this city, in this county, in this state of confusion, or in the United States of America? The United States of America, North America, the world, the earth, Aki. We find ourselves in this reality where our oogly googlies, our eyes have lied to us about the reality that we see before us that has been constructed by who? The powers that should not be, the powers that could. What are you doing to contribute to the positivity, to transmute the negativity into neutrality? What are you doing? Going through the flow of existence like a leaf down the river? Or do you grab a stick and make an oar and direct your flow of direction? Is that your choice of action? Follow your words.
And how do I fight chaos? What weapons do I use?
But this also may be a covert plan being carried out by individuals following a definite agenda.
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a frog. Greenhouse. I should be called naughty for this song. Smoke them if you got them. This is usually my smoking break. Every 2,600 years, same spot and you'll appear. It's alright, it's all the same when you're on common ground.
The task we set before ourselves is very simple, as well as a very beautiful one. To train these people as we find them to a perfectly ideal life just where they are. So we will organize our children and teach them to do in a perfect way the things their fathers and mothers are doing in an imperfect way, in the homes, in the shops, and on the farm. Paolo Leone wrote, "It would be false to say John D. Rockefeller was the mastermind of international intrigue and deception. But it wouldn't be false to say the Rockefeller money has been used in various ways to forward social and global control through economics, foundations, the United Nations, universities, banking, industry, medicine, and of course, education, psychology, and psychiatry. It is not incorrect to say that a major segment of today's modern institutions exist not because of honest study and concern for the truth in the respective fields, but because Rockefeller's money was available at their inception to fund incredible PR campaigns, establish professional publications and societies, steamroller over any competition, regardless of their legitimacy or value, and continue selling the ideas until accepted and institutionalized within the basic fabric of society. That's a tremendous amount of control and involvement for one group. What if the theories and practices they funded and continue to fund are fundamentally flawed and don't lead to the best possible situations in the various fields mentioned? Well, the views in most of those areas are fundamentally flawed, and they don't lead to the best solutions in mental health, education, medicine, sanity, and happiness.
This boy and girl are going to be well equipped when the time comes to take their places as worthy members of adult society.
Hey, it's alright, my life has never been a bed of roses. This way's better for me.
I never used to be like this.
I think I'm freaking out. Okay.
Yes, we're living in the last days and the end times. Of what? We're living in the last days of the age of Pisces. Pisces is a symbol of the two fish, and this is why Jesus is called the great fisherman. The two fish. What's coming? What is the next age we're going into? Well, go to Luke in the Bible, in the New Testament, Luke 22:10. Luke 22:10, the apostles asked, his 12 followers asked Jesus, where are we to go now that you're leaving this world? Where are we to go? And he says in the book of Luke 22:10, go into the house, go into the city, and you will see a man carrying a pitcher of water. Go into the house of the man with the water pitcher. The man with the water pitcher, the house of the man with the water pitcher. Is this the house of Aquarius? Because that's a symbol of Aquarius, is a man carrying a pitcher of water. Go to any good Christian, Jewish reference work in the world, and all reference works will tell you that in the ancient world, no man ever carried water.
Only the world is shitty. Could you even try to say these were innocent people and keep a straight face?
Is it all we need, or is it all we want? The full spectrum. Fear, fear, fear. Fear, fear, fear. Can't have one without the other. But if there's fear, then there's love. And if there's love, then there's fear. And then if there's fear, there is love. And if there's love, then there is fear. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, black, white, black, white. What about balance? What about the middle? Neutrality, positive neutrality, negative neutrality, positive, negative. So could that possibly be the holy trinity of positivity, neutrality, and negativity? Only three states of being in the complexity of all? If I only knew more than myself, then possibly I could make better assumptions, theories, hypothesize the solution of the challenge before you, me, us, collectively. Looking at the center of the circle, representing the challenge, going around the parameter to see many perspectives of the challenge so that we can make a decision more likely to assist in overcoming the challenge. From many perspectives, do we not confirm or at least gain more data input to make the choice of action, the theory, the solution to the challenge? And if we have more than one individual looking at the center from the parameter of the circle, we could make a better choice collectively, getting rid of our egos and figuring out what would be the best course of action through dialogue and healthy communication skills. And the more individuals, entities that we get involved with overcoming the challenge will even increase the possibilities of coming up with a better solution for all. And do we accept the fact that in some of these institutions of governments that we have, there are very few individuals making these choices from the elections or selections, from the choices before us? Have you ever been lied to? Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, everything's going to be just fine. Life's easy. I've been lied to. Unfortunately, I'm trying not to be that cynical because of the experiences that I've had with all of the entities that have lied to me, because there's a reason for the expression. It's like stealing from a blind man. To be taken advantage of because of you are in a situation where it's too easy. Just because we can take advantage of the situation doesn't mean we should take advantage of the situation. Wake up.
North America is getting soft petroleum, and the rest of the world is getting tough. Very, very tough. We're entering savage new times, and we're going to have to be pure and direct and strong if we're going to survive them.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and I won't have it. Is that clear? You think you merely stopped a business deal. That is not the case. The Arabs have taken billions of dollars out of this country, and now they must put it back. It is ebb and flow, tidal gravity. It is ecological balance. You are an old man who thinks in terms of nations and peoples. There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no nations. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immense, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, rank marks, rims, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone.
Do you think erotic TV shows and violent TV shows lead to desensitization, to dehumanization?
The television screen has become the retina of the mind's eye.
Yes.
That's why I refuse to appear on television, except on television. Of course, Oblivion is not the name I was born with. That's my television name. Soon, all of us will have special names. Names designed to cause the cathode ray tube to resonate.
Yes.
Now that I'm blind, I see better than I ever have.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Reign of terror.
Well, the time has come to say is dehumanization such a bad word. Good or bad, that's what is so. The whole world is becoming humanoid, creatures that look human but aren't. The whole world, not just us, we're just the most advanced country, so we're getting there first. The whole world's people are becoming mass-produced, programmed, numbered, and sensitive.
It was a perfectly admissible argument that
Things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter.
The years passed too fast.
Well, all good things must come to an end.
Where are we going?
all deserve a life in hell. Disease of the living dead. We all deserve a life in hell. We all deserve a life in hell.
You can't just tap them on the shoulder anymore. You have to hit them with a sledgehammer. And then you'll notice you've got their strict attention.
That went well.
Hey, you! Your life is yours to create.
The Force will be with you, always.
Attention. 15 minutes to atomic sterilization.
The cataclysm? What is that?
I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short.
There you have it.
This is blatantly untrue.
If you don't like it, you can kiss my grits.
Don't forget to call your mom. She's wondering where you are. Don't forget to call your mom. We don't want her to worry. Don't forget to call your mom. You know it makes her happy. Don't forget to call your mom. But you don't forget yourself. I wonder if you're crying now. 'Cause she didn't hear. Song like two girls wondering what they hear. As you go into bed and rest your head on their pillows. Unfortunately, while they sleep, the demons will come out. And the demons will sing that song and whisper in the ears. I love you, and I'm gonna take your soul. But everybody feels okay, 'cause demons, they aren't real. Unless you want to take an account of Washington disease.
Attention. 22 minutes to atomic sterilization.
Sounding like an approximation of an actual language, but not a real one. More like the patois of a babbling infant possessed by the spirit. Pre-verbal.
And so that is it. These precious moments have gone by, and we may ponder why we allowed the experience to happen when we could have been doing something else. But hopefully, while you were listening to this, you were doing something to create positivity for universe. And maybe I can once again babble on and babble on so that you can do something productive for universe as you listen to me sharing my reality because of what I see within the darkness, the wonderful delight of your miraculous perfection of unique individualism. Thank you so very much for taking these precious moments of yours to be here with me as we all enjoy our existence because we're all existing. So as you see the collision of electromagnetic waves and looking into the mirror with your oogly googlies, watching as your lenses and your eyeballs collect the data and the information of an electromagnetic wave of a total light spectrum of colors being sent along your optical nerve into your brain, and your neurotransmitters and receivers will send signals through the synapses of your brain, and you see through the calculation of all of that data that has been sent that you are witnessing the miracle within that mirror, reflecting the light of universe. I love universe. I have faith in universe. I believe in universe. And thank universe for being the miracle you are, light in the darkness and darkness in the light, everything in between. And I am humbled to bask in your illumination. Even when you're in darkness, I see the ember that shines within love, without fear, deep inside of all of us. That light can be found. So share it and be a beacon for others. Shine on you, crazy diamond. Toodles. Ape gish bimadazi way we on.